In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Shackles podcast, episode 3, boy. We out here doing it, boys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed episode 1 and 2, blood. We out here doing it. Hopefully y'all doing good, cuz. Hopefully we got...
Good thing we got this editing skill that we
Good
can
thing
use.
we can do some editing in this bitch. Yeah, but hopefully
We might just have to leave this in because I know that out there they like real.
Y'all like it raw, boys. We're gonna give it to y'all that way. Oh shit! I like this energy, boy. Get this shit, dog. Welcome back to part 3 of No Shackles podcast.
We off the chain
the chain right now, dog. This shit is lit. Hopefully y'all watch part 1 and 2. We're in part 3. We're chilling outside and we're in a car just talking all kinds of shit.
Yeah, we make sure you guys watch episode 1 and 2 because we need a lot more views than the 3 that we got up on there.
Y'all need to step it up. What the fuck is y'all doing? Oh shit!
We trying to get rich quick, y'all.
Hurry the fuck up!
Oh my gosh, man! I love doing podcasts, dog.
Dude, podcasts are the shit, dog. What the fuck? For the past 3 minutes, we just been laughing. Oh shit!
Episode 3 is the most lit podcast.
Dude, I fucking love episode 3.
Oh man.
Oh man. I need a breathe, dog. I'm dying.
Yeah.
That was a good laugh.
Oh, dude, those are the best times out there when you can laugh. There's not enough laughter in the world these days, dude.
Everybody's so fucking serious and shit.
Everybody's all lost in their heads nowadays. Customer service is like an insane asylum these days, too.
Customer service is lacking on the fucking humor.
Yeah.
Man, dude. But bless you.
Thank you. Okay, edit that part for sure.
No, dog, we living all this shit.
We need the views.
We need the views, boys. Y'all lacking on that side real good. Y'all need to batter that shit up quick. We need to get rid of our jobs fast. So hurry the hell up with the views.
We want to go on the Bahamas already, y'all.
Oh, Jesus.
Have mercy.
Oh, have mercy on my soul.
Yeah, nah, but
Whew.
Yeah.
Man, that was so good, dude.
I can't wait to rewatch that part, dog.
Dog, I'm rewatching it right now. I'm gonna stop this shit right now. Dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say that nowadays, I think I was thinking about like how people are in general, the population of people from I don't know, 18 to let's just say 50 years old. How many people actually have good relations with their friends?
This shit lit.
The world just a lot better when you got friends.
It's crazy, dude. Like how we were talking about social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure like this is pretty common sense to everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody has like that has like a real life, right? In Instagram and any social media platform, all you see is the good, the laughter. But in reality, we don't know the backstory, right?
Right, yeah.
We don't know if this was given to him or he even worked for this shit. Most people are like scam artists, dude. Where all they do is post like a fucking picture that was probably like taken years ago. And he's like, oh, look, here's where I am. And most people, they feel bad because they're not there, in their life.
Yeah.
and that's bad for them, and it's bad for the people that are consuming the fucking
content
that's out there, you know. Especially for kids. Kids nowadays can like download anything, dude.
Yeah.
Especially like TikTok and shit. I hate TikTok, dog. I don't even have that shit on my phone.
There's a lot of good on TikTok, but there's also a lot of useless, just time that can be wasted so much on all parts of social media, technology, whatever. There's all sorts of ways you can waste your time, but I think one of the easiest and the hardest ways to get away from is on the internet. I mean, that just
it is. The internet is so easy. It's easy access, dude.
Easy access, easy pleasure, by getting entertained, amused. You can use it for so many good things.
But, and it's crazy because this just comes off the top of my head. Mm-hmm. But it's like you know how they say there's always that 1% that's making you do this? Uh-huh. Like, they're working this so good. Kids, where are they like during the day, right? They're at school.
Right.
Nowadays, you can't do anything without internet.
Right.
So it's like they're placing the bad like right there in their grasp because they know they need Wi-Fi to do their homework on the computer.
Right.
So they need to have Wi-Fi at home. Because even my little brother, even when he was in junior high, they give him a fucking MacBook or whatever. Not a MacBook.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
They'd have to bring in the computer, and that forced us to have internet.
It's the Chromebook.
Yeah, and that forced us to have the internet because he couldn't do the homework without it.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
And now, because we have the internet, it's easy access for anybody to like watch nasty shit, or like
just get lost in the internet.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what they're doing. The hires, you know.
Oh,
they're programming people to like stay on this, consume yourself on this, so you won't grow up to be the person you were meant to be. You see what I'm saying? This is just coming off the top of my head, but like I think about shit like that, you know, because I'm like, it's so crazy how they don't like pick up a pencil and a paper and write this shit. Now it's all on the fucking computer. It's all on the phone, like emails and shit like that. Back then, dog. Even in our era, dude, we never saw a computer other than like lab and shit.
Oh, right. Yeah, pretty much.
It was always paper, pencil. That's it.
Yeah. I remember when they started having to bring the Chromebooks were becoming more of a, what was it? Something that they were, you could say, pushing into the classrooms. We were pretty much done with school by the time they started doing that. I think it was like around 2014, 15 probably, or after that a little bit, when they really started making the students, from elementary and up, I think they have to start using the Chromebooks. I thought that was kind of cool at first, but now that you brought that point out, Juan, that forced the people to actually go and get internet.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of, to me, kind of just the sound of it. This is just my opinion, but that kind of, because what does that do? Internet influences, and it's a voice, and it can also be used to spy, because obviously when we talk about something on the internet, later on you're going to see an advertisement that goes along the lines of something that you talked about,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that sounds like it was a business tactic for whoever the higher ups, the business people, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Say, hey, I mean, looks like it has good intentions. If give the students a Chromebook, that really sounds, to me, also kind of looks like, you're making the kid feel a little bit more official because he's feeling like he's using a very official device, the Chromebook, but it just kind of was like kind of a two double-edged sword,
Like so many people give up on their life, and all they do is just sit back and watch somebody else succeed when they can actually do it. There's nobody out here that's special, right?
Right.
We all come from the same seed, and we all grow as long as we water that seed, right? Mm-hmm. Like us, dude, we became so much better people as we started like growing in age, right? Mm-hmm. Like back then, I remember I used to think like man, like fuck everything else, dude. Like, who gives a shit? I have enough time to like do what I want. And now that I've been hit with like reality, now I actually need to step up. I need to move up because my family needs me now. And these are like the tornadoes, the tribulations that come in your life where it makes you into who you're supposed to be. It grows you and shit, right? And I feel like the internet takes that away from you.
kind of like saying like,
The internet takes that away from you, the experience
uh-huh.
that you can have if you do it on your own.
So like I would say, going back to earlier, like what you're saying, like you're watching other people's success, like for example, like on the Instagram and stuff like that. There's a couple things I wanted to go back to about those things because um, I was thinking similar. Like, so I get what you're saying. Like, I think Jordan Peterson actually made a good point where he was like, "Look, imagine you're seeing somebody in a Ferrari, a nice car, just for example, any really nice, super expensive supercar, and you see this dude, he's got this nice, beautiful woman next to him, and you're like, somebody who's seeing that can be envious of it, but in reality, that dude is probably, let's say, he's a cokehead. He put all his money into getting that car. The girl that he's with, she's sleeping with a whole bunch of other dudes behind this guy's back, and maybe he even knows at some point. And then I mean, so that,
He probably even allows
but
it.
all you get to see is just that quick image, that one shot in life
Yeah,
where,
that quick 15 seconds of my life is great. This is my wife. This is what I got, and there's nothing better than this, right? But in reality,
that's
it's
only
probably all
bigger.
fucked. That car's probably not even his. It's rented, and he's making people feel bad because they're not at that point yet.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, so that's good. Like, say, I mean, that's just a possibility that that's the scenario. It could be that, imagine he actually did work hard for all that. He did actually bust his,
Yeah, yeah, of
his,
course. There's always the people that do good,
mhm,
right? That work super hard. There's a lot of people that are like that.
yeah.
That came from nothing and look at where they are now. That's great. But
What
there's a
that?
lot more people that influence a lot of kids that do bad.
Mhm,
They're like, this is the way, and this is the only way, and this is how you got to do it when you're here, right?
yeah.
I don't think people are bad. They just have bad habits of doing shit. But I mean, you could have like chose a different type of business to make money, dog. Like it's like saying the only way to like be super rich is to be a
Go into the
like a
porn
like a
business or
yeah,
something.
being a porn star selling drugs. No, there fucking isn't, dog. There's people that make millions, dog, that just play games. There's people that make millions by selling a product online.
Like, for
There's people
example,
that make millions just by selling energy drinks. There's plenty of ways you can choose, but people what they desire is the easy way, dude.
like a cool thing I want to bring up is like the guy who made Minecraft. I mean, that game. I think I never played it,
Dude,
but
that
the,
guy got paid, my
he
boy.
he yeah. So he made a great game, and then he even was able to buy a house that Jay-Z and Beyonce wanted, but he had more money or something like that. He bought the house
Yeah, he bought it all.
over
Yeah.
them. Yeah. So you're right one in the sense that you can make. There's so many different ways you can make money, but a lot of people just, they don't always think of the best ways. Um,
It's sad to see, dude, because there's so many souls that are just going to waste. That
another
could be like a strong soldier for like what's going on now, you know?
Yeah, another thing I wanted to point out about what you were kind of bringing up earlier is like, you know how like so you're watching, say you're on the internet, and you see a guy who's being successful, or he's, excuse me, I don't know, he's living a good life or something like that. You get to see glimpses of it, of his good life that he's living, instead of you going out there and actually being in his position, actually living that life. Something that, like, Andrew Tate pointed out is like, I think he said something like, are you not the main character of your own life? Don't you want to actually be the person that you're always like? So say you're watching Andrew Tate, okay, and he's got the money, he's got the cars, the women, stuff like that. Um, I mean, I was gonna say, like, not everyone wants all those things, but a lot of people do, and they don't do anything about it. When it would be reasonable, it would be more logical for people to actually go out there and try and get to that point where they can uh be the person that they want to be, that they're aspiring to be, that they're constantly, the thoughts that, okay, so let's see, I don't know, but But I like the point that Andrew Tate made about like be your own main character. Don't just be late. I like that. That's something that I myself have to work on. As far as like getting things done,
Dude, Andrew
stuff
Tate's
like
a
that.
beast, dude.
Yeah, he's cool, dude.
He's freaking hella cool. Imagine having him as a teacher at school. Imagine
Yeah.
how many people would like actually be successful
Yeah. Well.
instead of like, because I've seen a lot of people. Well, not a lot. There's one person that comes to mind where came out of high school and he's like a druggie, dude. A straight drug addict, dude. I've seen him a couple times, and this dude looks like he's like a homeless guy, dude.
Really?
It's sad to see like how like bad it went, and it's because the school system fails you, dude. I feel like there's so much they don't teach us that they just like like when you're 18, that's pretty much getting the boot.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you got to go and figure this shit out on your own instead of like the school teaching you. The people that taught me a little was my family, but only so much.
To a point, yeah.
And then the rest I had to figure it out, which is fine because now I know a lot through experiences that I went through. But the school can do so much better instead of teaching us shit that we'll probably most likely forget. Because how many people actually continue school? Not that many people, and if they do, maybe for a while, but they don't actually go through the career that they studied for.
Mm-hmm.
There's a high percentage of a lot of students that actually graduated with a master's, but actually fell into a different category of work.
Oh yeah.
Without even using a master's. So, in reality, how are you gonna make somebody spend like $50,000 on school when they don't even know who they are yet?
That sucks.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like the school is like failing a lot of people,
and I think
and more now because of the shit they're teaching kids.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
School.
crazy.
I think you're right because as you can see, majority of the people when they that I mean I'm speaking from my own observation from people that after graduating high school, I don't really see. Uh, I mean, it's not like I really know, but I'm pretty sure that most people that I was around, they didn't really use what they used in high school unless they went to college. And I don't know how many actually went to college, but um, things you want to pursue in high school or in high school in particular because you're about to enter into the real world. But if you even from elementary, if you're already kind of like heading in a good direction where what you want to do with your life, what you enjoy, what you want to pursue.
Yeah, dude, that picking is really slim though. Like people already knowing what they want to be
It is.
because they already know they're set into that. Like, yeah, I already knew I was gonna be a cop, dude. I already knew from like day one, but not everybody's like that. I know I wasn't wired like that, and I've done so many jobs that I was like, yeah, that'd probably be a good job. Ended up being real bad. So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the school system should quote if the school is gonna be this strict where you need to show up, you need to do this or that, or you will fail, you'll do this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they should at least try to like make us like be it's government owned, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think it
It's not
probably
the
is
it's not like a people's
in the people for in the interest of the people's best interest or something like that.
yeah.
Because yeah, I would say I would agree with you on most of that part because like I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds right to me that it is more or less government owned because look, I think if schools had I think Germany is the one that has I forget what the term is, but it's like you start going to school for things that you're pretty much going to get into when you get out of school, like engineering or auto, some working in the auto industry, working in the farming industry, something in particular that you can begin sharpening your skill, your trade while you're in school, and like as a young student.
Yeah.
uh, I feel that that I think our society would benefit better from doing something like that rather than just overall majority of your classes are going to be academic classes, which not everybody's an academic is a well equipped naturally academic student. Some are, and some more than others, but um, I think that needs to be adjusted.
I feel like that would be like a good venture to get into, you know? I forgot who I was talking to about this. Man, I don't remember. But I know that we talked about this. We were like, Man, it would be cool if we could set up like a school that was owned by the people, not by the state or the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, what if we can get like retired people from a field
Uh huh.
and have them come in
Oh
and
yeah.
show the field, right? Like, let's say like a police officer that's already retired,
It is.
a
Yeah.
firefighter, a doctor, a nurse. I would like to like have like a school where it's public for everybody, especially the youngsters that are like doing bad choices, that are like in juvie and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the opportunity to take these classes the most and like venture into like this career. Like we have a whole bunch of people that are retired, right? Not even retired, even teachers and like people that are doing that job
Mm-hmm.
come in and talk about it instead of like falling on the school trying to help us because the school ain't doing shit. The school didn't do nothing for me. If there was a possibility, if not us, someone out there can like bring people together and help the community, right? Like hey, like I have doctors, I have nurses, I have people that work for the government, I have this and that, this type of workers, even construction workers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are completely good jobs because those jobs are needed.
Right.
People
Yeah.
need homes.
Mm-hmm.
People need homes. People need roads to be built. People need pipes to be fixed. So it's good to be a plumber. It's good to be. Those jobs are perfectly fine. There's no need to go for big jobs. There's no need to be a millionaire because I appreciate everybody that has like worked hard for our community. These roads that were built are built by people.
And needed. Yeah.
They're needed for us to function as a society, right? So there's no need to go out for the big venture jobs. There's no. It's perfectly fine to work those jobs, especially because most of those jobs, especially construction, dude, get paid real good money. It's hard labor, but you get compensated good, at least better
It and
than
then
most.
yeah, and then so a lot of those jobs, like talking about it always just depends on where people want to end up individually as individuals, where they want to go, where they want to aspire to go, and obviously it's gonna where you're gonna go is determined on how much you're willing to sacrifice, how much effort you're willing to put in. A lot of people, the majority of the vast population of people, I think, from just observation and things that I hear, but from personal observation and things that I hear, um, vast majority of people aren't making a whole lot of money. Um, I don't know how much people are making because I don't really ask people randomly. But
Yeah,
to
dude.
me, I think we're all pretty close to around the same amount of income a year. Not or at least, yeah. I think most people are like that. But the reason why I say that is because majority of people. Uh, I don't know what to say. I think like we all just kind of either we don't know how to get
Ooh,
further in life, or we're content where we are, or combination of both those things. And um
I feel like depending on what you do too, like how you were saying,
mhm.
a lot of people are really happy becoming a truck driver. That's what they love. They love big rigs. They love customizing them, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine if you're perfect, if you're comfortable where you are, and you feel like you hit that pinnacle where you're supposed to be. That's fine. There's other people that feel emptiness, and the reason why they feel emptiness is because they're probably doing something that they hate or they don't want to do.
They feel unfulfilled maybe.
They feel like their life is unfulfilled, and that's why I feel like what we were talking about, like having a public school where there's different types of occupational work being brought up for people to learn.
Hmm.
I think that'd be good for us. I
they
feel like
that's what they need to push into the schools, is that, and not
yeah, they need to
not
push that.
pointless, like you know
They need to have like if not put in school, if not that, at least have flyers where you can meet somebody somewhere,
hmm
so you can talk about that occupation, that type of work. Like for example, the job fairs are fine, but once a month or once like every school year, that's
it's not
ridiculous,
enough,
dude. It's
dude.
not enough because, like I said, I had to make a choice of signing up because that's what I did. I signed up on UTI at UTI when I was in at that job fair, and all it took was 5 minutes for me to determine that. That's not enough time. somebody could be a doctor, but instead, because they didn't have the right people come towards them, they didn't have the right guidance. They didn't become that person they were meant to be. Instead, they're a fucking
miserable doctor.
yeah.
Not,
He's still
not,
making that $100 an hour, but he's miserable as fuck.
and then,
Dude,
yeah. I mean, that is reality. There's probably. Oh yeah, and I hear a lot of things about
that
how
fucking
doctors just
doctor is mad as fuck, dude.
they don't. I hear a lot of things about like how a lot of doctors just they don't. Some are good, but a lot really don't really help, or they don't know what they don't really take time to figure out what's going on with their patient. Like I know people personally where the doctor removes a part that they didn't need removed. You know.
Oh, that's nuts, dude. I
Yeah.
think about this shit.
And that messes their digestive system. Now they can't eat certain foods, and
Yeah, dude. Or
there's
like
just
when,
so many situations like
or
that.
when they like give you like a high percentage rate of you like being
Dying.
well after dying, getting well soon, right? But then something goes wrong because he fucked up her nerve or something.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that's fucked up, but shit like that happens all the time.
There was another guy that I remember that he injured his knee in some incident, and the doctors they basically were supposed to give him, or I don't know, his job. I think was supposed to pay for his for that injury because he was owed like tens of thousands, I think, because of that injury, and they didn't really end up paying him anything like that. I mean, that's just the medical sphere of things. I don't. That thing's a whole nother conversation too, but um, I don't know where we're going with that.
I don't know either. Fuck it. Dude. Oh shit.
But,
Dude, I love tonight, dog. Today's lit as
nice.
fuck.
This is probably episode 3. It's just getting good,
I'm
dog.
probably gonna cut most of this off and just leave the laughter, dude.
No, most of this is pretty good, but
Bro, that shit's funny. I keep thinking about the way we were talking in the beginning, dude.
oh man,
That
dude,
was so good.
we already knew it was gonna be lit, dude. We started laughing right off the bat.
I don't think we even shared how like we like what do you say? How we like brought up the name and all that, right? Did we?
We vaguely did. I think the name No Shackles. I think so. I remember saying that.
Well, if you want, give them like a description of what you think of the name means, right? To like you, because
Okay.
I'm like I have like a way of like thinking of it, and maybe yours is probably similar to how I think of it.
Do you think we should just rename the podcast?
Nah, dude, the name is great, bro.
All right, good. Excuse me.
I love the name, dude. Especially because well, if you want, I'll go first on how I think of No Shackles means, right? So I feel like the No Shackles podcast is built, created by two individuals that work a hard 9 to 5, that live a tough life, been brought by a humble beginning, trying to make a name for themselves. So instead of being cooped up in a box, we're trying to make it out there by doing things we don't normally do. Like this podcast. Remember the first time we did a first episode?
Yeah.
Well, I was nerve wracked for
Me
sure.
too. Yeah, it took a little.
I was like, man, I wonder how this is gonna go. That's getting out of your comfort zone, and that's getting out of that box you're cooped up in. So that box, what I mean by that is you being in a comfortable sofa, not doing something, pushing yourself into doing something new, right? Into learning this venture. I never knew how to edit, and you know what? I learned, dude. And it's not the best editing, but I'm learning.
Yeah.
And I'm moving up. That's what No Shackles means to me. Not being shackled by the comfort era of like what we're living now, you know?
Being stuck like
like I wanna move up in my life, and whether I like
make it or not.
Dude, we're making this shit for sure, dog. But I don't wanna have them shackles on me no more.
Oh right, you want to be more free.
I want to be free,
living a fulfilling life.
Yeah, dude.
Instead of
that's what I want.
Yeah.
So that's why we created, not just we created the No Shackles podcast, and that's my thinking of the name. You know, that's why I brought it up like that.
I think actually I think that's a really beautiful point how you described it. Like how you were saying that where we're coming from and how we want to live our life going forward. Um, to living fulfilling life and getting away from just the typical type of life where it feels. I mean, that typical type of life can be beautiful, but I mean, at the same time, it can be for me. It could be kind of miserable, just working a regular job all the time and not doing anything else on the side. Like this, what we're doing right now is great. We're good friends. We're doing something. This is something that
Yeah,
we're
dude,
doing
I
on the
look
side.
forward to every week this day.
Yeah, me too.
Literally every week that passes by that we've started this, I've looked forward to. Man, I can't wait for Wednesday, Thursday because I know it's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
Because we're doing something that's fulfilling to us.
and it's kind of this podcast is also, it's a hobby. I mean, it's a kind of like a hobby, but it's also a kind of something we want to accomplish on the side. That's could lead to bigger things, bigger, better things.
Yeah, hopefully we're just talking about like, hopefully one day we move up to like a studio, and then actually like have like cool guests come in, like a type of guest I'd like to come in,
Imagine
or
what
like to like have on the podcast one day would be somebody like Jordan Peterson, or even
Bill Gates could even come on, dude.
Dude, that'd be amazing, dude. An astronomer, an astronaut,
Kanye,
dog.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, dude. Imagine we had Wazy come into the No Shackles podcast, dude. That'd be lit, dude.
Imagine we get him to laugh as hard as we laugh, dude.
Oh, dude. My laugh be fulfilling then, dog.
Yo,
That'd be cool,
but I wanted to get back. So like to get back to what. So
Wazy. Oh man.
What I think about the name No Shackles podcast, we kind of talked a little bit about the spiritual aspect, like the religious aspect too. I think that's why in the beginning we make the sign of the cross, because we want to invite God into our what we do, and with this podcast. Um, like I said, we're sinners, but we aspire to be good Christians. Um, and then we also want whoever listens to us also to aspire to be the best person that they can be, no matter what religion you are, no matter if you follow anything or not. But I mean, you're going to be following something, whether it's religious or not, but we want the listeners to be the best person that they can be. And no shackles means something like that, like don't don't feel weighed down, I guess, or anything like that.
Yeah. Like I know we've talked we talked about this in, I think, the first episode or the second. I'm pretty sure it was the first, where our upbringing was all the same. Like don't feel like you're like on your own and shit. Like this is why I wanted to start a podcast anyways, because I want to put myself out there so people can understand that not everybody starts off rich. Not everybody starts off with like the best fucking cars. Like, dude, I'm driving a little Ford Ranger, dog.
Yeah.
And I love it, dude. Like, you don't have to be fucking rich to like live a successful ass life. Like, we're having the best time now, dude. And like, I don't have like $1 in my fucking wallet, dude.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
And that's something that's actually, if you can see, if you can see past like the because the world can make things look a lot better than what they really are, like being rich or having a lot of material possessions and stuff. Because that doesn't.
This podcast has been everywhere, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Man, yeah. But so I mean,
Fuck
dude,
it.
I'm laughing so hard my back hurts, dude.
Dude, I fucking love it, dog. We need to go back and hear the first 3 minutes again.
We're about to go back. We're gonna cut this part off already, dog.
Turn this shit off.
Let's finish these 5 minutes. Oh, we only got 4 minutes left.
We only got 4 minutes left, so all right, let's talk about being rich.
Okay, what would you want if $1 million, if these views hurried up and got to a lot of views, and we got rich like in a week from now?
Dude, these people actually get their shit going, dog, and we'd be rich right now, dude. You know what I do? Let's see.
What's the first thing? Or let's say the laptop just forms $1 million right in front of you right now?
Dude, if I saw $1 million pop up, dog,
What's the first
thing I'm gonna buy, dog, I'm gonna waste all that money, dude. I'm just playing. I don't know. What would I buy? So I feel like,
I think that's a good question. If I had $1 million,
what would I buy?
well, the first thing what would you do with it? Not just would you buy?
Okay, so first, this is real talk. I'd make sure I pay my house. I'd put it under my dad's real name for sure. Well, no, it's not like it's not under his name, but it's not ours yet, is what I'm trying to say. I'll make it for sure ours. I'd fix up the inside of the pad.
Oh yeah.
Make sure it's like what my mom's wants it to be. I'll buy my pops a truck for his biz, and I buy my little brother his dream car. I buy my nephew because he wants a Nintendo Switch. I buy him all the Nintendo Switch colors.
Oh, okay.
I give him all the colors. Then after that, I'll probably build another PC. I'd probably give like somebody a buck or two so I can feel better. Just spending $1 million, dude.
And probably to get more attention from the viewers, we offer like $10,000 if you
that's messed
start
up.
watching our.
Oh man, comedy is great.
So you probably kind of want to like give back, to.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel honestly, if I'm really true, I feel like nothing's missing in my life right now other than like me actually becoming somebody. Mm-hmm. I don't honestly need the Ferrari in the driveway. Like, what am I gonna use that shit for? Like that shit ain't gonna haul nothing, dog.
So you can tell some of your other people that you know, oh, I'm up now, homie.
Yeah, I'm fucking up now, bitch. Don't talk to me. Fuck. That's fucked up.
Yeah. We got what, 1:30 left?
1:30, dog.
Let's see. What I would do with $1 million, yeah, I would do similar to like what you would do, help my family out, make sure everyone's not drowning in financially anymore or floating good.
Let everybody else drown.
Whoever didn't help us when we was down.
Hell yeah, dog.
Nah, but yeah.
I'm up now. You can't use that shit.
But yeah, I would help my family out first. Friends too.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel like I owe everything to them. Mm-hmm. The things that I have now, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have anything. Oh my gosh, dude. Second half of the No Shackles podcast, episode 3, boy.
We just kept rewatching the first part of this episode 3.
We can't stop laughing at the way we laugh, dog.
Dude, we watched that way.
Shit's comical. Dude. Yeah. Oh my god.
That was hilarious. I can't stop rewatching.
Dude, it's so good.
Dude, that was like that just made the whole rest of this year.
Damn, I gotta set this freaking laptop. There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, you ever think of like after like when like somebody passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever think like I'm pretty sure I don't know what happens, right? When you pass, you think we're gonna be able to see like the days like today, or you think we're gonna be able to like remember?
Oh, like when we're on the other side?
Yeah, like when we like, let's say, hope to God we go to heaven, right?
Right.
And we're in heaven, right? You think we're gonna be able to like, oh man, remember that day?
Oh yeah.
All the good times and like,
yeah.
Especially because I have a lot of good memories with a lot of people I don't talk to anymore. And I don't remember like the full thing, but I'll remember like little parts of like what made me laugh, like now. And sometimes I don't even remember who I laughed with, but I wonder like if when I go to heaven, I'll like remember in full detail like what happened.
Yeah, I think you will, because talking about heaven, I was thinking about heaven the other day. What I was thinking about it was that heaven is heaven, so everything is like perfect there, pretty much. I mean, you're done living your earthly life, the trial, the crosses, everything is, you already accomplished, what God wanted you to accomplish. If you made it to heaven, of course you had setbacks and this like that, but the bottom line is you made it to heaven, so you're gonna be basically, what I think. This is just my opinion, but what I think. I'm not exactly sure what the Catholic Church teaches on that, but I was gonna say that you're gonna remember. Yeah, you'll remember. Your times on Earth and stuff.
Hopefully, I remember in like detail, like who
Yeah.
I was with, and like, cause sometimes I don't remember like I remember like some specific things of
Mhm.
like when like I had a good time with a person, like all my old coworkers, right? Like
Mhm.
all I had like a good time with every single person I've always worked with,
Uh-huh.
and I wonder if like I remember their face and like where I worked at, and what I did that made us laugh like we did right now, you know?
Oh yeah, I think you will. I believe you will.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things I don't remember that I was like, damn, this is like a good day,
Yeah.
you know? So I wonder if like that'll be a good thing. Or I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good thing, but hopefully, like we get to
To that
live
point.
that again, you know,
Yeah, like to remember
to
how it
witness it
happened
again.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, cause dude, like right now, it was like the best feeling ever. Dog, we couldn't stop laughing.
Man, dude, we watched that and laughed just as hard as like so many times.
Just as hard as like when it first happened.
Yeah, dude.
We couldn't stop cracking, dude. It was funny.
I really, really. We're probably gonna give episode 3 the most views out of all our episodes so far. Because as soon as the first half ended, I was like, "Man, let's check out the beginning of the episode real quick."
Heck yeah.
We're gonna end
Or
it.
actually, I can stop it and just we could do the prayer.
Wait. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's just make the sign of the cross then. Thank you all for listening, and tune in next week for episode 4. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.